Good evening, good evening, good evening. A Better You Lifestyle. And I'm your host, Willie A. Price. Willie A. Price Speaks. Today is the fifth Sunday. We don't get too many of those. So today is the fifth Sunday. But again, my name is Willie A. Price. Willie A. Price Speaks, and welcome to A Better You Lifestyle. So tonight we're going to do like an open forum, kind of just explain to you what a Better You Lifestyle is and what the purpose of a Better You Lifestyle is and how it came about. So we're going to talk about some of those things tonight. But A Better You Lifestyle is a show that we do it actually is a show that we do every Sunday at 8 o'clock p.m. And tonight is Sunday. We do normally four different shows because it's 4 weeks normally. Our first week is A Better You Lifestyle, Understanding Your You, where we talk about personal development, understanding who you are. And we understand who you are, then you can start to develop and be in a better situation with yourself. Because when you don't understand who you are and what your purpose is, it's very difficult for you to go out and try to achieve things when you can't convince people of, to use your services or to support what you're doing if you don't even understand who you are and what you're trying to do yourself. So understanding your you is all about understanding who you are and what your specialized skills and abilities are, what strengths you have, what your weakness is, and how to just develop on things that need to be developed so you can present a better you lifestyle. Our second week is A Mother's Love, and that's all about working with our kids, working with young people, showing them how to become successful, how to be better, whatever their skills are, understanding who they are. Same thing, personal development, understanding who they are, where they want to go, what their goals are, what is it that they have that they can do that can create opportunities for them. Do they have a specialized skill? We all have specialized skills. It's just learning how to utilize those specialized skills to be successful. Then our third week is Financially You. And Financially You is all about making money, all about how you can make money and generate wealth, not only for yourself, but for your family, creating generational wealth. And I like doing, I really enjoy Financially You because by the time we get to the third week, I always have so many things I want to talk about with finances, but I can only talk about so many. But that is one of the weeks that I really look forward to being on this show, is helping people to create financial opportunities for themselves. I do a program in several schools and in the community called Think and Grow Wealth. And I do another program called From Boys to Men and No Dream is Impossible. And in all those programs, one of the things I tell the kids, especially when I'm working with kids, is that I want to give you 3 to 5 ways how you can make money, how you can generate money, how you can start a business, make money in the stock market, make money in real estate, open a franchise. I give them so many different ways, starting their own little business, all these different ways how they can generate wealth for themselves. And then that way you don't have to turn to the streets. So my program is preparing young people for success and not the streets. And that is what the purpose of A Better You Lifestyle, the agency, is all about, is working with young people now and their families to help them generate wealth and opportunities where they can have opportunities to create a business or real estate or whatever the case may be, do things together and start a stock portfolio, whatever the case may be, teaching them how to do things that they can use to generate wealth for themselves and their family. So that is Financially You. And then on our fourth week, which was last week, we did Making Your House Your Home. We always talk about housing and real estate, property management, property maintenance, how to buy a home, how to sell a home, whatever your goals are with real estate. That's what we talk about on the fourth week. We do talk a little bit about it during the third week with Financially You, but the fourth week is when we really dig deep into real estate. So if you have any real estate questions or any real estate concerns, always feel free to send me some questions or concerns or ideas that you have that we can talk about on the show, because this isn't my show. This is your show. This is a community show that we created. So this way we can bring information and people to answer the questions that you may have and the concerns that you may have. Like last week, we had Lakia Perry, who's a real estate broker, real estate agent with the NACA program. And she came in and did a really good presentation on what the NACA program what the NACA program is and how it benefits people to be in that program, especially as a first-time home buyer, and all the benefits that are available for being a first-time home buyer in that program. So we brought her in last week. This week, we're talking about, like I said, this is the fifth Sunday. So this week, we're actually talking about a better you lifestyle. What is a better you lifestyle? A better you lifestyle is something that I actually started several years ago. I ran for Niagara Falls City Council back in 2015, I think it was 2015. I ran for Niagara Falls City Council. And when I ran for council, one of the things was I ran on the premise of Willie A. Price for a better Niagara Falls. And that was because I saw so many things going on in Niagara Falls that I thought that could be better. And that was what I ran on. That was my motto when I ran. So when I didn't win, that didn't mean things changed or didn't change. I still wanted to see better, especially for the young people that I was working with in the city of Niagara Falls. Things I saw young people going through and things that I saw with housing, which is, people know I'm involved in housing. I'm very involved in housing and real estate. So the things I saw going on with the kids, the things I saw going on with real estate, things I saw going on with the lack of business and the lack of business connecting with the young people in the community to keep them in the community, keep them at home, and instead of having to leave home to find opportunities for jobs or employment. So all those kind of things, a better you lifestyle, that's how a better you lifestyle came about. And I started talking about a better you lifestyle, but then I created workshops and trainings around those, that premise, better you lifestyle, physical, personal, and financial development. So with the physical development, we're talking about your hygiene, your nutrition, exercising. I was going through a situation where I was 260 pounds and I wanted to get better condition. I saw how it was affecting my breathing, my walking, my everything I did, it affected because I was so heavy. So I figured with the physical that I would do a morning exercise. So right now I do a 7 a.m. workout. I actually been doing it for like almost 7 years. And then when the pandemic hit, I kind of stopped. I fell off of it because I actually came down with COVID back in January, February of 2020. I actually had COVID when it first came out. There was no vaccine. There was no nothing when I had it. So I was at a point where I was really, really very ill. So I wasn't able to exercise or do much of anything. So I started back into the program and I'm on and off of it. I'm not as consistent as I was for those 5 years that I did it before the pandemic, but I am back into the workouts and I'm trying to do the 7 a.m. workout. So if you want to join me, 7 a.m. Sunday through Friday, we do a 15-minute workout. If I don't present, then I'll play like a repeat video from one of the videos I've done before. So that way you can still do something or have an idea of what you need to be doing. But it's 15 minutes. It used to be 10 when I first started, but now it's up to 15 minutes. I'm trying to keep it right at that 15. Every now and then I go over 17 or 18. But a better you lifestyle. Then we get into, like I said, physical, which is, like I said, hygiene, nutrition, all those kind of things, taking care of your physical body. And then personal, which again is understanding you, helping you to develop, who you are, what your purpose is, what your specialized skills and abilities are, all those kind of things. And then financial, where we talk about, like I said, entrepreneurship, savings, franchises, introduction to franchises, introduction to the stock market, introduction to real estate, how to I say reduce your credit score. Everybody's always talking about increasing your credit score. I'm sure I had to show you how to reduce your credit score. So, how to get your credit, get a better, whatever you want to do with your credit score. But the thing is, I try to show people how to live a better lifestyle without breaking the bank, without going, spending so much and having so many credit cards and all those kind of things that people tend to do that puts them in a situation where they as soon as they get paid, they're paying out hundreds and thousands of dollars for bills and credit cards and mortgage and car notes and all those kind of things. So that's what we do on Financially You, as well as Better You Lifestyle, physical, personal, and financial development. A Better You Lifestyle. As you can see across the screen, we have something that we're promoting, and I'll talk about that in a few minutes, but I want to tell you a little bit more about A Better You Lifestyle. I'm going to read our mission statement to you. The mission statement is the agency mission is to be a vibrant organization that helps youth and their families create a better lifestyle through the improvement of their physical, personal, and financial development. Our goal is to transition, integrate, and empower youth to create a better lifestyle and living situation for themselves. By strengthening the physical, personal, and racial equity awareness of our youth, they will increase their value as residents and become assets to their communities. And that's what the premise of, that's our mission for A Better You Lifestyle. And if you heard in the last part of the statement, I stated that racial equity awareness. And then you see across the bottom of the screen, it says pulling the race card, conflict resolution and racial diversity. Let's talk about it. This is an event because I live, like I said, I tell people I'm from the city of Buffalo, but I live in Niagara Falls. And when I say Niagara Falls is one of the most segregated cities I've ever been. I thought Buffalo was bad, but Niagara Falls is a very segregated city, and not just between the races, it's segregated between the people. People are, I mean, you have your little groups and your cliques, and it's so segregated and so it's so difficult to get some things done here, you know. And so as me being an outsider, which makes it even worse, you know, because I'm looked at as an outsider. So when I come in and I'm trying to do programs with the kids or I'm trying to do programs with adults, I get so much backlash from it that it's ridiculous. If I wasn't a person that was not concerned about what other people thought, but because of what I'm doing is because, like I said, I'm here and I want to help the young people here. I want to help them to stay here and have opportunities so that way they don't have to move to Atlanta and Charlotte and all these other places to find opportunities and have a family, but they can stay here and have jobs and opportunities as well. So the reason why I'm here has nothing to do with what these people are concerned about, because like I said, there's a lot of people that don't want me doing what I'm doing here. And I get a lot of backlash from it. And not just from whites, I get it from Black community too, Black leaders, all those kind of things. But you know, that's okay. That means I'm doing something right. When you have a lot of people against what you're doing, trying to stop you from doing something positive, then you know you're doing something that needs to be done, because you're only going to get that backlash when people don't like change. And when they're benefiting from the status quo, then they're going to fight every way they can, tooth and nail, to prevent any kind of changes from taking place. And so that's what I find myself going through. But we're having this event called Pulling the Race Card. And I have the sisters who created these cards. And there's a great group of young ladies, Sarah and Kazia Pearson. And they're coming in, Sarah Collins Pearson and Kazia Pearson. Okay, I had to get that right. I don't get in trouble. So they're coming in. They're going to actually be presenting this presentation on the 17th of February. And this is an invitation-only event. So you may see it posted on my page in different locations, but it's invitation only. So if you're not invited, don't show up because you won't get in. If your name's not on that list, because you have to register for this event. And if you're not invited, you can't register. So we're having this event, and I've invited the mayor. I've invited Congressman Ort, Mayor Restaino, Congressman Ort. I don't want to say mayor and you think Byron Brown, because now Byron Brown ain't going to come. Byron Brown ain't come nowhere near me. But so he's upset with me right now again. So that's a whole nother story for another time. That's the mayor of Buffalo for people who don't know who Byron Brown is. But anyways, I've invited Mayor Restaino. I've invited Assemblyman Morinello. I've invited Mark Laurie, who's the superintendent of schools. I've invited the school board. I've invited the city council members. I've invited Congressman Robert Ort. Senator Robert Ort. Senator Robert Ort. Jesus, I went blank for a second. I'm thinking Congressman Brian Higgins, but Senator Robert Ort. I didn't invite. Okay, but I'll invite him too. But we invited pastors, we've invited teachers, we've invited businessmen, we've invited different cultures, we've invited the indigenous people, we've invited the Pakistani people, we've invited the Muslims, we've invited the Hispanics, we invited leaders from all aspects of the country of Niagara Falls, because we want to bring this room together and have a conversation. And this is not a stone throwing contest or a finger pointing contest. This is a conversation. And the reason why these sisters are coming with these cars is because they did an event that I attended in Buffalo. And when I went to this event, I said, I need to bring this to Niagara Falls. Because if you can't talk playing this game, if you can't have a conversation playing this game, then that means your mind is just made up and you will never change. Because the game that they created with these cards is just outstanding. The kind of conversation that went on, the things that I learned from not just, the questions, but the conversations with the people at my table when the questions were read, and you thinking maybe from a Black perspective or Hispanic perspective or a Polish perspective or an Italian perspective. And when you're having these conversations, you're making people aware not only of what your views are, but making them also aware of things that they may not have known about a different culture. And that was what I thought was really very interesting about this event that they had in Buffalo. And like I said, there was about 50 people there. And our event is only going to be holding 40. And it's big enough that there's going to be enough social distancing and all that stuff, but it's going to be about 40 people. But I've been going out and I've been inviting people, and I've been getting a lot of backlash. A lot of politicians and a lot of community leaders, a lot of pastors are ignoring my invitation or saying no, they can't make it because they have another appointment. People, they have another appointment. We'll see. If it's important to you, you'll be there, or you'll send a representative. I'll put it that way. Even if you can't be there, you can send a representative, somebody to come back and give you some information or some feedback on it. If you don't do that, then you really weren't concerned with what's going on. Yes, I'm putting the spotlight on people, because we actually have a mailing list. I'm not a mailing list, but a registration list. So we know who's coming, who's not coming, and we know who we invited and who's not invited. And we've invited everybody. We've invited all the politicians, all the community leaders, and that I know of. And then the people who are actually helping me host this event, they're also inviting people. So I actually have to get their list from them so I can see who they invited. And so we can check the registration to see if their people are registering also. There's a lot of people that's against this event. There's a lot of people who don't want to talk about how to bring understanding between the various races that are in Niagara County. Some people just like it the way it is, and the way it is broken. And so I can't fix it, but I can definitely get you to talk about it. So if you show up, we're going to have a conversation, and we're going to get a better understanding of all the different nationalities and races that are in this community and how we can work together instead of working in our own little individual cliques and little gangs and clubs and, little private groups and whatever else we have that's going on. And then we're actually taking this. This is what's so exciting about it. I told these sisters, when I told them I was bringing them up for this, I said, I already got some things I'm working on for these cards. A Better You Lifestyle is a 501c3 nonprofit organization, and we're already applying for grants so we can initiate this program throughout the country, throughout New York State, throughout the country, throughout Western New York, in schools and businesses, in governments. We're going to be doing these events all over the place. I'm going to keep them busy. I told them, I said, I'm so proud of them because of the vision that they had to bring this awareness and have a conversation about racial diversity and inequity and the things, and just getting people to have a conversation to create a better understanding and get rid of some of the biases that we have. And I was talking to a young lady. I have a group of a Pakistani group that's coming. And I was talking to the young lady who I first met, and some of the things she told me that they go through being here in Niagara County. And so, I mean, it's going to be a really interesting event. We've invited the indigenous people, or you might say Indians, but indigenous people. We've invited Hispanic groups. I'm reaching out to everybody because I want it to be a diverse group. It's not a black and white event. It's a Niagara Falls, Niagara County resident leadership event. So it's bringing leaders and people who are community leaders and activists together. Not too much activists going on though, but we're going to bring those people together and we're going to have a conversation. I'm really excited about this. And then one of my advisory board members created a commercial. But he put too much information in, but that's okay. But like I said, it's an invitation only. And he says that in the commercial, but then he gives all the information about where it's located and what time it starts. But that's okay, because if your name's not on that registration list, you're not getting in. We've invited the media, but there will be no videography going on during the activity. They can talk to the people going in, they talk to people coming out, maybe take some pictures, but there will be no videography, video recording of people talking and what's being said, because we want people to feel comfortable to have honest conversations about diversity and racial equity in the community and how to bring people together, bring the city together as a whole, and work together as a whole to create a better lifestyle for everyone, and not just for segregated groups or individual groups or individual persons, and people who want to be the head of and not bring everybody together. We're not doing that. So they may run me out of town after the 17th, but that's okay. They've been trying to run me out the last 3 years, so won't be nothing new. Anyhow, a better you lifestyle, a better physical, better personal, better financial. It's all about you. Take time to look at our website. Actually, I don't remember the website address. Put in a Better You Lifestyle, and I got to look up the website. I'll post it because we just created a website, but we don't have it as our domain name. So we're still working on raising funds so we can actually move it into our own domain name and get our own domain name and everything. But put in a Better You Lifestyle, see what comes up. But I think it's under Wix. I think it's under Wix or GoDaddy. One of those two. Wix. Try Wix. Try GoDaddy. Try anyways. But anyways, a Better You Lifestyle. We have a website up because we're working on some grants right now. And when we get those grants, we are going to take this race card thing. From Boys II Men. We're also going to be sponsoring. Oh, that's what I want to tell you guys. We're going to be sponsoring from Boys II Men. We're going to be sponsoring No Dream Is Impossible. We're going to be sponsoring Think and Grow Wealth. And we're going to do that as a family activity. So it's not just working with the kids with these activities. We're going to be doing like a parent group where we talk about from Boys II Men, how parents can work with parents and teachers can work with the young men. And then No Dream Is Impossible. We can do a parent group with that as well. But the Boys II Men program is what we really focus on. And then Think and Grow Wealth is a family activity. So we're bringing in activities and speakers and people to come in and do a presentation. And we may do that like a hybrid program. So you can do it in person, and then you can also do it virtually. And so we're going to be doing that as well. And all these programs we're trying to get funding for so they can be free. So that way we can be free, or you pay like a minimum amount, or if you want to make a donation, you can do those things. So the more donations we have, the more programs we can put on. We're getting workbooks sponsored. We're getting so many things sponsored and working on so many grants is ridiculous. I'm excited about it, but I'm also nervous about it. I've never run a nonprofit before, but I'm helping put this nonprofit together so this way we can create a better lifestyle for the residents of Niagara Falls, Niagara County, Erie County, New York State, and then we're taking it to some other places because we've already been contacted to do some programs for different locations throughout the United States and in Canada. So we're going to be taking this thing to a much larger reach. So we're working on a few things, but also coming up soon, and I think it's in April, May, we're going to, the USATF has reached out to the Niagara Track and Field Club, which is also going to be under A Better You Lifestyle, so they can get funding through the agency. Niagara Track and Field Club is going to be hosting the run, jump, and throw competition for Niagara County. So if you have children and they like to run, jump, and throw stuff around the house, you can bring them up to, we're going to be at Niagara Falls High School, where we're going to be doing that. Also, Niagara Track and Field Club is also going to be under A Better You Lifestyle, so we can get funding for that. So our summer track program is going to be in full-fledged. We're going to be doing track meets in Cheektowaga and Buffalo, and we may even be doing some track meets in Niagara Falls through the track program. So we have some things coming up with that. We have a family fitness program that's going to be coming up in Niagara Falls as well. So we're doing family fitness, we're doing run, jump, and throw, we're doing a track meet, we're doing financial literacy, we're doing prepare young men for success, from boys to men. We're going to be doing so many different things through A Better You Lifestyle that they're going to hate me. But that's okay. I still love me. And I know some of y'all still love me. But that's okay too. But this is what we're doing. I just want to use this 5th Sunday to talk about A Better You Lifestyle and what it's all about and how it came about and why I'm doing what I'm doing. And I'm not doing any of this for me. I'm doing this because I came here and I met some great young people who were basically my track baby. I call them my track babies. I met some beautiful young ladies, and most of those young ladies have left the area because there's nothing here for them to stay and do. You know, a lot of them went away to college. Some of them just moved away. But the thing is, there should be no reason why our young people should not be able to stay here and be in Niagara Falls and Erie County, Niagara County, and have a lifestyle and be among their family and friends and have a decent lifestyle and not struggling to make ends meet. And that's why we do the financial literacy, because with the financial literacy, we do savings, budgeting, entrepreneurship, real estate investing, real estate management, all aspects of real estate. And then we do introduction to the stock market. So we're trying to provide so many opportunities that will make a person say, I have too many things to do, that they have no time to get up and pack and leave or go anywhere. So that is the goal, A Better You Lifestyle. I am your host, Willie A. Price. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the show. Like I said, if you have any suggestions for shows or any questions that you want answered on the show, send it anytime, and then we'll just log it in. So that way, when we do our shows, we'll be able to address those questions for you. Again, Willie A. Price, Willie A. Price Speaks. Check out, go look for that website. Tell me if you find a Better You Lifestyle website. And let me know what you find out. Have a blessed day, and I'll see you guys on next Sunday. And it's Understanding Your You, A Better You Lifestyle. Have a good night.